I'll go for Man City 4-2.
Boss, I buy a 3 Guinness. Liverpool will win that. Me say Liverpool will win that. Me not hack you. Liverpool 3-1.
Okay, and we're into our last segment, which will be an ongoing thing for every time we do post the podcast, and it's called Dreams and Nightmares. Depending on the time frame, you pick someone who you think has had a dream week and someone who's had a nightmare week. But this time, because obviously this is our first podcast, we're going to use the first 6 weeks of the season to pick our dreams and our nightmares. So I'm just going to get straight into it. We're going to start from this end, and we're going to go through it.
I think if I'm referring to a player that's had a dream start, personally, I'm going to have to give it to Harry Kane. And I'm giving it to Harry Kane because he's playing under a new manager. He has scored 6 Premier League goals and he has bagged 8 Premier League assists. So he's got the most direct involvement in goals, 14. And to be fair, he's adding a bit more to his game. A lot of people look at Harry Kane, he's a striker, this, that, etc. He's dropping deep and he's interlinking with a lot of different players. And again, also, he's playing under a new manager. He came off, I think it was like a 3-month layoff of the hamstring injury. So you got to give credit where it's due, man. Definitely. He's doing what he needs to be doing as a striker and he's also doing more for the team. Yeah, you're going to have to come back to me for a nightmare. I can't even lie.
No, you got to do that for a nightmare.
You could just put a name. You don't need to explain. Just
nightmare. I'm struggling. I'm a United fan.
Managers that you can't pick one.
Yeah. Managers or players?
It's a United fan. You can't pick one.
If I'm looking, I'm gonna change it a bit. I'm gonna pick a manager like you've just said. I'm gonna pick Sean Dyche. I think season after season he always does what he needs to at Burnley. But the matter of the fact, this current season they've only got 1 point from 6 games. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's not good enough because if they go on too long of a run, we already know football's a ruthless game. He'll get the sack. So again, like I said, he's done a fantastic job there. Yeah. But currently, it's not the best.
Moses, next one.
Oh,
just a line, brief line about your dream and your nightmares.
Okay, listen, I hate the fact I'm saying this. But I'm going to say it because I don't like the manager. I don't like what he stands for football. But yeah, it's the manager. I'll go for Mourinho, and the reason why, because I like what he's done with Kane. Okay, they've lost Eriksen, and what he's done with Kane compromises for losing Eriksen. If you're a football fan, if you're a football man, you know what I'm talking about. It's changed Kane's game a little bit to compromise losing Eriksen, and I like that, and that's why I'll go with him.
Nightmare.
I'll go for. That's what I told him. I said, why would you're a United fan? You couldn't pick one. I'll go for Maguire. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Is it Jesus or Jesus?
Jesus Christ. He's yeah. Well, everyone's.
I think Maguire. Yeah. Okay, next one.
My dream is Lati, the Brighton guy.
Oh, Lamptey. Yeah.
That's a good boy.
Lamptey. That's a good one.
Just come to the Premier League as
You have to explain yourself.
Go on.
That's the best thing he said.
No, Murdo, explain. When are you going to say something?
Go on.
Let him talk, man.
Go on.
I'm just coming at Premiership and eventually as a young youth and a black youth, I perform good. Yeah. So everybody look upon him. Yeah. Dream, the nightmare is Fuller man, with him.
Scott Parker.
Scott Parker is shit.
I don't know.
So
100%
Scott Parker is shit, man. Fuck the play. Scott Parker shit.
Hold on, just pulled a rabbit.
But
it's good. Go on, let him say why Parker.
Some of the time the little manager them come up and them try. But all of them try not to work.
Perfect. Danny, dreams and nightmares.
My dream start to the season, I would say James Rodriguez. I think he's had a dream start to the season. Because think about what he's gone through in terms of it not working out in Real Madrid. He went to Bayern, it didn't work out at Bayern. And people tend to say that players like him come to the Prem, can they do it on a cold day at Stoke, whatever they say. And I just feel like he's been brilliant for Everton. And as you've seen, the 2 games that he hasn't played in, you've seen how much they've missed him. Because someone like Sigurdsson, who's a very technical player and he's very good, he's coming for fucking Rodriguez. Shit, I'm a grown man. He's coming for Rodriguez, and it hasn't worked out. So my dream start for me, I have to say James Rodriguez. And the reason why I say that is because I wish that Man City would have got Messi, boy. Because if Rodriguez can do this in the fucking Premier League, I want to see Messi play the Premier League. That's another story anyway.
Nightmare.
My nightmare, I'll have to go for, who's that light-skinned boy that plays for Fulham, boy, the centre-back? Tete, was it Tete? Is it Hector? No, the light-skinned one.
Ends, boy.
I know Hector.
Allow him, boy. He's our boy.
Is it Michael Hector? Light-skinned.
He's our boy. Hey.
Yeah, I think
Who's to
it's
play against him in futsal?
he's shit, boy. It's either him or the other boy, Adoy. The guy he's partnered with.
Who's to play
futsal
in
Hold on, let him.
I can't remember him. But every time I've seen that guy play football, fucking hell, how he made it. Yeah, how he made it pro, I don't know, but he's had a nightmare of a start to the season so far.
Yeah, the dream player that I have to give him all, because he's developing into another different levels. That's why I pick him. It's Calvin Lewin, because he's changed his game. He's adding goals to his game, and he's been called up for England now. Yeah. And it seems like he can actually England has finally found someone, if Kane is not there, that he can step in and do the job. So. And he's only 23, so I think he's only going to get better. And so because his development and what he's achieved, I think he's a top scorer. He scored today as well. Even the team was rubbish like today, because James Rodriguez was not there, Richarlison not there, but he still got a goal. So yeah, that's my pick for like someone that started well. I would have gone for Kane, but I expected that from him anyway, because I think he's a top player. And nightmare, I'll go for manager, because this guy, I don't think he's got a clue what he's doing. He's getting so much privileges, and it's about time they cut him off, because it's like taking Stoke to win Champions League. He's doing the other way around. He's taking Man United. And then it's like, how is Arsenal now coming to Old Trafford and beating you and keeping a clean sheet? The last time I remember that is 04.
Controlling the game.
No, yeah,
That
as well. The last time I remember that is Henry days. And you know Henry days at Arsenal, they'll go out there and beat anyone. So for him, he's had money, he's had time, get rid of him.
Perfect. Rob?
I'm going to go back to front. So my nightmare would be Chris Wilder and Sheffield United. I heard someone mention it, but I don't know whether they call it the curse of the second season, but I know they lost Dean Henderson and a few other players, but it's just not working for them. And you know that one where you think, you know what, we'll grind it and it turn around. I don't think they've got enough in them this season. You understand me? And you know what are we, November now? They better start panicking. So, you know, I don't know, maybe it's the second season, people will figure them out, but they're having a nightmare at the moment. But as we said,
got some injuries though, to be fair.
They've got some injuries, but just in terms of, you know, they finished just outside Europa League places last season, and there's been no form of consistency since.
Do you think
they
overachieved last season?
If you avoided relegation, that's all you had to do. Coming up, all you do is avoid relegation. Did they expect to be so high? No. But at the moment, they're having a nightmare. My dream, Nana kind of stole it, but I'm going to go combine Ancelotti and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Basically, for someone to come in as a striker, a young person, to a professional seasoned manager like Ancelotti, and to hold his own, and he was saying that Ancelotti's saying you don't need more than one touch in a box. And I know it's a lot of momentum at the moment, but you have to take your hat off to him, and to score on your first call up for England, he's doing well. And hopefully he can continue it, and he can continue to improve, but it is what it is.
And also for Ancelotti not to go out there and to get a second striker.
I think Humphrey's got dreams of that.
To not get a second striker, that means...
Jota, that guy from Liverpool.
Jota, the striker.
From Liverpool.
Dream.
Striker guy.
Dream?
Yeah.
He's only played like 30 minutes.
Yes, man, 30 minutes. Each time they come on, it's
he does something.
Yeah, so everyone's tired.
Yeah, so he done well at Wolf, and then he come back and do it.
Yeah.
Scott Parker.
But yeah, I think you lot have been a bit mean on these.
Bilic is struggling as well. No one's mentioning him this time for Scott Parker, bruv. You lot are killing them out.
Spend money.
Said, dreams and nightmares.
I'm gonna say my dream are two: a player and a manager. For a player, what's my boy's name for West Ham, the striker? He's injured at the moment. Mikel Antonio.
Good shout.
The reason why I say that is like to see the type of player, the perception of what everyone have of Mikel Antonio, to see what he's actually doing for West Ham at the moment. It looks like he's single-handedly carrying West Ham at the moment, and he's had a brilliant start. And then the other one, for manager, I'll go for, even though he's going to kill me, and I know my son, if my son ever sees this, he's going to be cracking up. Mikel Arteta, I just think for what he's done to Arsenal, to come in, listen,
is that a dream or a nightmare?
It's a dream.
Okay, it's a dream. Okay,
It's a dream.
Yeah,
it's not a nightmare. It's a dream.
Okay, so you chose. Okay, cool.
To see what he's doing, you know, I can see the work that he's doing with Arsenal. For Arsenal to come to Old Trafford and play the way they're playing, even games where they've lost, and you can just see he's changing the whole mentality, the whole philosophy of that club is changing. It reminded me when Arsene Wenger first came to the club. And where I'm going to be really controversial when it comes to nightmare, the whole of this club, from the top all the way to the bottom, is Man United. And I'm a Man United fan. And I'm a Man United fan. And I have to say, starting from the top, from Edward, from the Glazers, all the way down, I just think he's been a shambles. You look at the transfer policies. Like, you're leaving it till last minute to buy players. You look at the Jadon Sancho debacle, which is embarrassing for Man United. Dortmund already said it. This is our price. This is the deal we're sitting on the table. You're Man United. If you really want him, every player has a price. If you was willing to go and pay 86 million for Harry Maguire, shit, whatever he is. So to me, I don't understand why, you know, you don't just go and give these people. Look, they bidded. It came out to about 100 million. So the difference was 16 or 20 million. When you look at the deal you've just done for, what's his name, Cavani, the wage you're paying Cavani, if you convert that into a package of payment, you get then you get the Jadon Sancho deal done.
Sancho wouldn't have made a difference, though.
No, hold on. Regardless, I'm not talking about if he would have made a difference or not. I'm talking about from top all the way down. I'm not even gonna get into. I'm not even gonna go into the playing side of it. And for me, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is like, I remember when David Moyes came in, and I was not in this barbershop, but where we used to be before. And I remember saying it to Humphrey. I said, look, Man United are gonna finish 7th. Because we've just signed a manager who is used to making his team finish 7 year in and year out. And what happened? We finished 7th. You can't tell me you get Solskjaer, who got Cardiff relegated. He goes back to Norway, wins the league, and then you bring him to Man United, expecting him to do what? He can only do. There's no but. At the end of the day, look, everyone is talking. All the players that are doing well, they're doing well because of their own ability. They're not doing well because their coach is improving them.
So in terms of like who's out there at the moment would you want to replace Solskjaer?
Well, out there right now that I would want to come and replace. No, definitely not. Pochettino used to finish in 4th. He's gonna make us finish 4th. I want a manager who wins leagues. Go on. So wait, when PSG sack Thomas, yep. We go out there, we bring him into the club.
He's fucking shit. He's fucking shit. But no.
He's a winner.
No.
He's a winner.
He's shit.
He's won in Germany.
He's
won in Germany. He's won in Germany. And he's won in France.
Yeah, but we said that about Mourinho, didn't we?
But hold on a minute.
No, don't bring in Mourinho. Mourinho's a legend.
What did Klopp do?
Said, I disagree with you because I remember, I came to the barbershop and I said, I did not want Arteta anywhere near my club. I thought he was going to be rubbish. Humphrey was the only one that was telling me, nah. Humphrey, probably one of my other friends, were like, nah, Arteta. He wants Arteta. And what he's coming in and he's done, I have to take my hat off to him.
But I knew, Danny, hold on. I knew Arteta was going to do that. Why? He played under Wenger and he coached under Pep. So it's only when you study under the best.
What about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? He studied under Ferguson.
No, he didn't.
He played under Ferguson.
He played under Ferguson. Yeah, he didn't really study.
You know what's very interesting? I'm a United fan as well, innit? Yeah. And again, life is all about perspective. Mm-hmm. You see the thing with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it's not purely or just him. we had Mourinho who came in to do a job. And when Mourinho said finishing second with United was one of his best ever achievements, everyone was laughing at the time.
I laughed.
You know what I mean?
I laughed.
But you put it into context. He finished second behind the Man City team that dominated all the records. You see, hold on. Let me finish. And then obviously, if you've got your own opinion, that's fair, innit? In regards to United, you look at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He came in, he maintained, steered the ship, whatever they want to call it. Last season, 3 semi-finals and a third place finish against the 2 best teams in England. I'm a United fan. Obviously, you guys are older than me, but I remember United winning Premier Leagues. But if we're going off the basis of where we were, Moyes, it wasn't good enough.
They didn't give him no money.
No, regardless, though, it wasn't good enough. Van Gaal, okay, FA Cup. And then Mourinho done a little bit in terms of Europa League and League Cup, Community Shield, and then he got a second place finish. Last season, if we're going off the basis of how we were, it's a better and improved season. It's not where United should be, but you look at 3 semi-finals on another day. No, I'm talking about last season. I'm not speaking about this season. Last season, 3 semi-finals and a third place finish. You go on the basis of what we've done, it was a better season, 100%.
What do you think, what you just said, I know what you're coming from. What do you think Ferguson would say to what you just said about 3 semi-finals? And
no, but you.
Hold on. And then when you finish?
Third.
What would he call you, lot?
No good.
It's not
good. No, what's the word?
Wait.
What's the word Ferguson used? Yeah, that's right there. No, what's the word?
You're probably referring to the word shit.
No, not shit.
What is it?
Losers,
yeah.
Semi-finalists are used losers.
Remember, I already highlighted that aspect
But
and said
you
it's
know
not
why?
good
Because
enough.
you spend
I said
enough
it's
money.
not good enough.
Since Ferguson's
I said it's
left,
not good enough. The problem is we don't have the correct balance in terms of what we're doing on the pitch.
That's not an excuse. You know why?
And rather than going off topic, because that's going to be a whole nother conversation in itself, we've got to be real. I hate to say it because he's a very good player, but Pogba's got to go.
Yeah, for his own good.
Pogba's got
but
to
you're
go.
not wasting him.
No, Pogba's got to go because you got Fernandes who's come in and has taken the Prem by storm.
No, he hasn't.
Okay.
He's a fraud.
We need an appropriate defensive midfield player, and then Pogba needs to go play.
Please let me all right, just listen to me, right? Because I've been coaching for 7 years now, yeah, right? And I think
what level?
And then sometimes when people talk, when we discuss football, and you get opinions, and you get people who talk because they talk as players or football fans, right? And he can relate, and you can relate. You can probably relate because you've coached as well. When you're judging a manager and you're looking at someone, you got to judge them on what they can educate the squad they've got. Okay, you got to look at the tactical level of stuff. Okay, Solskjaer he might have done well. He's done well, but when you're looking at his work comparing to what Arteta has done, okay, you look at how the team is set up. Okay, you look at both coaches tonight. Okay, and you can just see one is a league above the rest. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? So, because at the end of the day, Arteta...
To wrap it up, hence why I said Man United's problem is from the top
to the bottom. The
all
coaching
the way
is
to the bottom.
Even it's done well, the coaching is not there.
Man United, listen, Man United, we can discuss, as I said, different points. We could talk about it all day. But we're just going to wrap this up, as we will do every episode, with a prediction of the big game for the following weekend. So I'm just going to go around you quite quick. It's Man City, Liverpool. I think Man City are at home. Scoreline.
Liverpool 3-1.
One sec, we'll start this end.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Are you not having a laugh?
Liverpool.
Man City, Liverpool.
You honestly want me to have a prediction on Man City and Liverpool, and I'm a Man United fan. I'm not making a prediction. I'm a Man U fan. Pass it on.
I picked Man City to win the league, so I'm going Man City 2-1.
2-1.
I'll go for Man City 4-2.
Bas. I buy a 3 Guinness. Liverpool will win that. I say Liverpool will win that. I not hack you up. Liverpool 3-1.
Liverpool 3-1.
Where?
That's his
Anyway,
prediction.
not for me.
Danny.
No, it's Man City. No, okay.
Now, Liverpool season is a tough one. I think at the moment, Liverpool defensively are a bit weak. City up top are not really cutting it. So I think I'll go for a narrow win, maybe 2-1 Man City.
2-1 Man City.
Yeah.
Moses.
I'm gonna use my coaching head again. I'm gonna go for Liverpool.
Liverpool win.
Yeah. Only because I think.
Score.
I think it's gonna be a narrow one. I think it's gonna be.
Okay, put your neck on the line. No
2-1.
splinters.
2-1.
Go on.
But murder, he ain't predicted
He
it.
did.
Murder.
He said 3 blood clot 1.
Liverpool 3-1.
Last one, I'm going to give it City 2-1.
When the result comes out, no one come here and talk rubbish because he's the only one that's gone for Liverpool.
Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Obviously, our podcast. If you enjoyed it, go in the comments, like, follow, subscribe, do what you like. As I said, we want this to carry on, we want this to trend. We couldn't cover everything we wanted to cover in this small time, so we will be back. We want to big up, obviously, the host today, Humphrey Boys. Let's give him a clap. Without him, doesn't matter.
OG Barbers.
Canning Town, mate. Canning Town all day. Hermit Road, you know what
And
it
don't
is.
forget, if you want any plumbing done, at Malongi Plumbing and Heating on Facebook, Instagram, and website. Okay. Thank you very much.